Remember slavery. This was the two words that got Steve Cordova canceled in the Pro Wrestling Twitter community. And quite rightfully so. I don't know why someone would say this, why someone could even say this, but it was said. So now the question is, Pro Wrestling social media, why the hell does this thing exist? What is this doing? It's a great platform for the community to grow and expand, to get your news out, but in a sense it's also kind of ruined the community, because being able to explicate your thoughts in an environment like Roblox, sometimes, as Jacob Maverick said on my timeline today, some things just can be stored in your head. We don't need to hear it. When you're talking about pro wrestling and social media, the question becomes, is it doing more damage than good? And for me, to answer that question is, I think personally, pro wrestling social media has become essential, necessary. You can't have a federation without a Twitter nowadays. It's really impossible to get the word out, to spread, and it's grown as a platform like Discord has given people a whole new light on how to book, promote, and do all these things. It's a new way to connect with different people of the community, but at the same time, it's political now. Anything that you say can can rub people the wrong way, and it's again a universal thing within just the real life in general. But when you ask, is it doing more damage than good, for me, I'd say it's 50-50. But what do you guys think? Dill? Dill!
Sorry, I'm doing something. I can. You go. I need to think about this more.
Alright, so I agree. I think that wrestling Twitter has really changed. Like back in like the old days, I wasn't really around that much on Twitter, but I used to see people always talk about how wrestling Twitter just used to be you talking, making funny jokes, advertising your federations, and so and so. Now it's been the catalyst of many beefs, many feuds, many stupid things, many petty stupid drama that I don't want to get into right now. But I do think that wrestling Twitter has kind of impacted wrestling in a way, just like how social media has impacted our society in a way. Like it's kind of like a mirror into what our society is right now. Like I don't know, but it's just like wrestling Twitter has become such a toxic hellhole. I do not like being there, none any at all, because every day there's this drama going around, and I'm not trying to sound like that corny. Oh my god, wrestling's toxic. No, but it's true. It's so true. I'm gonna ask you, when's the last time you logged on to Twitter without anybody being cancelled or any argument going on? When's the last time?
I can't really think about it.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
okay.
Exactly, bro. I have not logged. It's been like months since I logged on Twitter one day without anybody either being cancelled or just not being a stupid douchebag, bro. It pisses me off, man. Because it's like we're so immature sometimes. It's so dumb. We're so dumb. Like it's so dumb. I know I'm repeating a lot of the words I'm saying, but it's just that that's how I feel about wrestling Twitter. It's dumb. And the thing is, you cannot be like, for example, federations. It's brought up the point that you cannot have a fed right now without a Twitter. That's just federation suicide at this point. Like you cannot have that shit, bro. If you do that, you're not gonna get. As much as I'm ragging on wrestling Twitter, the benefits of feds is it's good, right? You can hype up matches.
Well,
You can
Tegan, now you got to
posts.
answer. What's the alternative if you don't use wrestling? If you don't use Twitter or social medias, what is the alternative?
That's the question. That's the question. To me, I would try to. It's hard to. Like I said, it's a very good way to promote your Fed, but at the same time, it has a drawback. So it's basically a double-edged sword. An alternative, if, unless you're that person that can advertise, YouTube, yeah, YouTube would be a good alternative, right? If you can get the word out, try and create promos and create power rankings and that stuff. And granted, it's going to be harder because comparing a graphic to a video, it's really hard. But a good alternative could be YouTube, right? It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be harder, but why I understand why more people use Twitter. Like, you're not gonna hear me saying anything about Reddit and that shit because that's kind of lame. Who's gonna go on wrestling from Reddit? I don't even have a Reddit account. Why would I go on a wrestling for Reddit? That's so dumb.
Another thing is, I think YouTube's often an overlooked thing when it comes to wrestling because, well, mainly it's overlooked because people can't do it because they kind of suck. No offense, but like doing what we do is really hard. Like it's a tedious process and it's a thankless process sometimes. Some stuff hits, some stuff doesn't, and you have to really like question whether your stuff is really reaching people. When it comes to like Fed stuff, I've found that so you don't need to upload every single match. You don't need to upload every single small thing. But uploading just being consistent with announcing your pay-per-view, showing a big match, being consistent and showing that hey, you're still here. Like you didn't just upload a video from 6 months ago and then upload one now. You know, like this is actually what ended up me getting a lot of my top stars actually came from this channel used to be called the RWI Network. So they actually came from the channel. And people think like I think like people ought to think that they think you're not going to be able to have any being on YouTube isn't really going to do anything. It's possible. Is it hard? Yes, it's very hard, but it's possible.
Yeah, it's very possible, bro. Like you said, the YouTube grind is gonna be hard because you always have to remain consistent, and not every video is gonna blow up. I do think it's a very good outlet, and it's an underlooked market right now. Well, no, overlooked market right now, because nobody's really. I haven't seen a Fed, like a big Fed, use YouTube that much, except for like APRW. That's the last Fed I've seen right now that has
and not even to its fullest extent too.
Exactly.
Federation Online uses it a lot. They record pretty much every match.
I think they're overusing it though because they upload every single match with like the same thumbnail. Nobody's gonna watch that.
No, I'm not. I'm not gonna watch that shit, bro. Like, I respect the grind, but I'm not watching that, to be honest.
Because you gotta use it in a way that actually reaches people. Sorry, go on.
I didn't know you were talking about like just like using YouTube for other people to watch. Like they only use it for like so you can look back on your match and see what you did wrong and like improve on it or stuff.
That's great. I didn't even know they did that. I thought they just did it for like fun, but that's awesome actually.
That's actually pretty good. As much shit as I give Federation Online, that's pretty good.
And if you guys have any closing comments, I think
don't be the ratio guy on Twitter, please. It's really unfunny now. Don't be the ratio guy. That shit, leave that shit in 2020, bro. It should have been left in 2020. We rushed over to 2021, and now we're bringing it over to 2022. Please don't say ratio anymore. It's unfunny. It's so unfunny. Please stop that shit. Every time I see that on the timeline, I want to beat the shit out of you guys. I want to stomp on your necks. I'm so sorry. It's so annoying. You guys are so unfunny. Stop saying ratio. Ratio is so unfunny. Everywhere I go, I hit that ratio. It's so unfunny.
Tyken.
Ratio.
My fault, guys. My fault. My fault.
It has been A's, Dildavet, and Tyken. Thank you guys for watching this video. And if you liked it, then be sure to give a like. If you didn't like it, then dislike it and comment your thoughts if you have any. Thank you for watching.